Good evening, lads. Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday night, and you know that means only one thing. Boats. Fucking boats. God, I'm swearing already. Can you tell I've just had a nap? But yes, boats. It is boats. All the boats. Vesper, hello. Icy the Colt. How are you doing, pal? Retro Dadson, obviously most enthusiastic about the boats. Let's give a little recap of where we were up to. On Thursday night, things got ended rather abruptly when the servers over at Twitch decided they didn't want to play anymore. But prior to that, we had finally learned, hopefully, what was missing, why I wasn't getting promoted. A friend checked out the official rules of the sport, and apparently you can only get promoted from B2 if you have an incident rate of 0.7 or less. And I did not. So then we were trying to finish a period to get the next promotion, but yeah, technical issues got in the way, so I actually ended right at the final of a cup. So let's get on with it. But yeah, I'm hoping promotion next time, and we can start making a dent on the actual cups that we need to beat to get this done. Yeah, let's have it. I'm just double checking things. Yep, we're good. I think this was with an Ace engine. Absolutely, Dad. So I'm going to start making more use of save and load, because you can save between every race. So I don't know why I've been playing this hardcore. But you know. It's a final, so I'm going to use my good propeller. But the most important thing is not crashing, rather than winning. What's that? 0.89, that's my reaction time, isn't it? What is this 0? Is that what I think it is? Yeah, the big question mark. Yeah, accident rate 0. Not a big question mark, but a question mark was, is it my lifetime accident rate or the period accident rate that affects whether I get a promotion or not? I think it would be the period, but yeah, you never know with these mad lads. Here we go. Evening, Jaded. All good here, pal. Just waking up a bit. Dozed off a little towards the end of the F1. Not because the race was boring or anything, I was just tired. Alright. Cheers, Dadson. See you in a bit, mate. There's a corner there somewhere. Okay, P2. You can tell with the wide lines I'm taking, I am playing this super safe. Straighten up. Okay, starting with a win. Super. Exactly 2-minute race. Nice.
Kyoutei に第10スタートは進入レース結果1着
860,000 yen, 10 maintenance points. Okay. When's the next review? Oh, I think it's months away. Calendar goes up to April, so my assumption is that's when the next review is. I'm not going to do the unranked thing. Just going to do this one. Where's... Oh! Accidentally pressed the speed up when I put my controller down. Ranking, that's what I want. Oh, well, that's what I was going for, because we didn't know about the incident thing. I was signing up to everything I could, just out of desperation. But now we know it was incident rate, I've decided, fuck that. Right, lottery time. It's a shitter. Old machine.
Oi, oi.
But I don't... my win rate's high enough. We don't have to win this cup. We just have to not crash or jump the start. Check the propeller shop. Not interested. Which one is it? Personal data, the top one. Okay, lifetime incident rate 1.07. Season still at 0. Does it tell us when the next review is? Win rate 91.6. Oh, multiple win rate 91.6. I don't know what that is. Winning rate 9.33. Ability index 60. Number of races 12. Okay, green box on the right is annual results, the results for the year. My incident rate is still 0.86. I wish I remembered the rule on the minimum amount of races you need to do in a period. Oh well. Let's go and tune this engine. Go full top speed with the angle. Here we go. Yeah, if we get promotion to A1 and then do 2 of the 8 cups, that would be us set up to finish this game on the next stream. So let's hope for that. Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine. That is an actual good start. I had to lift a bit then. Green got worryingly up in my shit. And then they just fucking ride through me. Wide line. Yeah, this is one of the annoying things about the full incident rate rule. is the fact that in any collision, I will come off worse. Like, they don't even collide with each other, they just ride through each other. But if there's boat-to-boat collision involving me, I'll get knocked around or potentially knocked off my boat. Exactly. When was your last stream? Oh, I haven't done my shout out for you. When was your last stream, Dadson? Have you done one since Thursday? I wouldn't let you down, Dadson. Look at this. Ah. To their Rex, the Rex mom. Check out Retro Dadson if you haven't already. Currently playing some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on the PS2. Ah, that's it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum. Not gonna lie, I had a nosy at that game. I thought that looks wank. Yeah, you mentioned yesterday because you dipped in briefly on my LMU stream, didn't you? Did you have a good one? It looks like I'm fully invested on LMU now, Dadson. I spent 70 quid yesterday on a year's subscription, which gives me access to all the DLC. I had a bit of a frustrating night, and I'm wondering why I did that. Nah, it was good. It's all right. The thing with iRacing for me at the moment is just simply that aside from the special events, you know, when I'm in and I race it, I have fun. But I need a goal, and I don't have an iRating target. I'm not really involved in any championships or leagues. I just don't have that day-to-day reason to turn it on. Whereas with LMU, I've at least got the little hunt for my first win. I need to get my gold safety rating so I can have a go in the hypercars, you know. It's just a bit more of a motivator. Yeah, I'm funny, like I can't. I'm never good at just doing something for the sake of doing it, you know. But if you give me like a target to work towards like beating 333 PS1 racing games, I'm a bit more disciplined. But yeah, I'm not done with iRacing. Just got the Watkins Glen 6 Hour coming up in June. Am I late? Okay. It does. And yeah, I keep coming up with ideas. for iRacing, and just none of them quite stick. You know, I like the idea of getting a win in every car class, but unfortunately in that game, wins tend to be more of a function of who I get put against rather than my own skill, because there is a class of player in that game that I can't touch. And my I rating's high enough that aside from the most popular series, I will get put with them. You know, I had another idea for like a longer all-day stream on it, where I will do what I was going to call a license ladder. So all the classes of race in the game, you know, they're at different license levels. There's rookie, then DC, BA. And like for a first version, I would basically do a rookie race and have to keep doing them until I get like a top 5 or a top 3. And then pick a D class, then a C, and see if I can get all the way to A. But that'd take fucking ages. But it would be fun. But I think it's a great idea. But it's a great idea for someone who plays a lot more iRacing than I do. You know, you put me in a car that's not the LMP2 and I start struggling.
Kyoutei 第11スタートです。以上ではまた。
Okay. Biffing more wins. Good news. By the way, guys, if you've not got your vote in yet today, that's still ongoing. Prior to the stream, I think there was only 2 or 3 votes between option 1 and option 2, so proper competition on the go at the moment. Option 1 is Runabout 2. Option 2 is Formula Nippon. And option 3 is Demolition Racer. There's buttons in the channel point redeems if you want to get involved. I know, Dragon Facts. I bloody know. It's alright, we think we know what we were doing wrong. And what I was doing wrong was having too many incidents. If you have an incident rate... This is in the official rules. We haven't found anything confirming that this is the case in the game, but I assume it is. If you have an incident rate higher than 0.7, which I did, you just can't be promoted, regardless of how many wins you were otherwise shoving in. So now, it's just about racing squeaky clean, get to the end of the current period, and hopefully that long-awaited promotion will finally come. Now, the good news, and again, this is from the official rules, but we're assuming it's in the game, is there is such a thing called a super promotion, where I basically can shoot from the bottom division to the top division in a single promotion, instead of having to go through each step of the ladder, which would save us hours if that is the case.
3号艇5号艇1号艇4号艇1号艇3号艇フライング出張
White must have jumped the start because they got disqualified. I think Red did as well. Only 4 of us left. Okay. 3-way fight. I'm gonna have to go wide here. Yes. Okay. 3 for 3.
Kyouteiに第7進入レース1着以上のではまた
Oh, we've been given an extra heat. God damn it. Bonus boats.
以上始動出走
I've said it multiple times, but these start processes can be such a drag.
侵入体系はさらに6号艇2号艇1号艇4号艇3号艇
Nailed it.
5号艇スタート正常。
We've had a bit of dropped frames today. Only 171. Wonder if that was Twitch's end or my ISP. Biff. Okay, one more heat, then semi-final, then final. Ah, God, boring. Yeah, I think drop frames is generally more my end when they come up. Whereas, yeah, on Thursday I was 0 drop frames as well. But broadcast wasn't happening.
第10スタート新レース1着以上のではまた
But especially when I used to stream from the flat on the mobile router, when the drop frames started racking up, it did fuck the stream up for people. Like it turned into a slideshow, you know. Yeah, I know. I mean, things did improve a lot when we got 5G around there. That helped. Yeah. This lovely fat fiber cable I've got these days is far superior.
始動出動
Oh, I love it, mate. Superb. Although I'm hitting the end of my introductory offer, which was 18 months with Virgin, so luckily a bunch of new providers have all appeared in the meantime, so so I should be able to keep a nice nice price by just going, well, you know, if you don't keep me on 40 quid, I'm gonna go to these lads. Hey Skin, how you doing, man? I think they are. But yeah, got another month or so. But we got to deal with that.
進入体系はから5号艇、3号艇、2号艇、4号艇、1号艇、6号艇。スタート正常。
Oh, Jesus. I'd love that, because I'm on 1 gig down, but I only get 100 megs up. That sounds ideal. I mean, for the purposes of streaming, the 100 megs is fine. It's more just a pain when I'm uploading videos to YouTube, as it'll take an hour or so. Depending on how long the video is, obviously. Nope. Oh, lifted. I was worried about a collision then. It's okay. Ah, P4. That's not so good. Doesn't matter. More important is not crashing. But yeah, I think when this introduction, like when I moved here, Virgin was the only option, Dadson. So I wasn't that arsed. But fuck, what was my point? Yeah, they want to shove the price up to something like 70 or 80 quid once this introductory offer ends, and you know they can clearly fuck off. Don't even get TV with it. Not that I wanted TV with it, because I don't watch TV, but you know, apart from Motorsport and Taskmaster, which is on free to air anyway. Gladiators again, free to air. Have one of them. But you know what else stops BBC licensing coming after me? The fact that despite barely watching TV, I do pay the TV license. Mainly for Gladiators and Taskmaster. You know, stick that in your TV licensing van and smoke it.
Hey, Kyoutei! 始動
Alright, this will be the semi-final now. The top two to get to the final. Or we'll end up in some consolation scrub sprint race. Most important is the whole not crashing thing. Theirs is mandatory, gosh.
進入体系はから1号艇、2号艇、3号艇、4号艇、5号艇、6号艇。スタート。
Bit of a butchered start. Never mind. Yeah, I suppose if they were to introduce like a TV tax now, it would make much more sense just to kind of push it into general taxation. But I guess when it was new, when only like 1 in 20 households had a TV or something, yeah, it was an easier sell to only target actual TV owners. But who knows? Something like 160, 170 a year at the moment, so the old thing, you know, if you've got the money, you barely notice it, but if you don't, you really do. Get in. Yeah, that is what happens here, Shadow. We have people employed to be knobheads and go, "Oi up, you better not be watching TV without a license or I'll smash your kneecaps in." Or you can just tell them to fuck off at the door, apparently. I don't know. I'm too much of a good boy. I don't know.
Kyoutei スター第12スタート新レース1着以上のようではまた。
Yeah, but yeah, they what Skin was referring to. They have a bullshit line where they claim that they have detector vans that can tell if you're watching TV without a license or not. It's just an empty van while they're peeking through the window. So you enjoy the F1 today?
はい以上
Yeah, all crumbled on the last lap for him.
出走
I don't remember that advert skin. I don't watch enough TV. Yeah, that was a letdown. Always is. Risk of rain, not gonna happen. I think Verstappen got lucky that no one hit him when he had his spin on the lap one. You know, as soon as I saw him go around, I was like, "Ooh, that could be ugly." Watching Columbo. Oh, I'll have to make a note of that. Yeah, interesting race. Plenty going on. Shame though that apparently Mercedes have a big upgrade on the way for the next race or something, so they'll go back to being dominant if it's not a flop, whereas everyone else brought upgrades for this race. You know what? Yeah, let's hope it stays close. We'll wait and see. Daz, thanks for it, raid, mate. Welcome in. Oh, might have stolen this on the line. The last corner, come on. Yes. Now the onboard of the start from Leclerc was pretty funny as well. Going to turn one, you've got Verstappen going in too hot on the right while Antonelli goes in too hot on the left. Both of them locking up and just shooting off to the far side of the road.
協定に第12スタートは進入レース1着以上のよではまた
More wins for the win rate. I want my promotion. Right, January. I think it's like 4 cups away. This is annoying. Do that one, and that one only. Do I not get invited to the Rookie Cup anymore? No. Unless that's in February. Yeah, there was one G1 Cup that I would get invited to despite only being a B2 racer. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, Antonelli did bog down. Like, didn't bog down as badly as he did in the sprint, but yeah. Okay, lottery time. $24. It's a shitter. Malfunctioning machine. He says, to be frank, this is terrible. Your maintenance skills will be put to the test. Unleash the full potential of your motor. Okay, career incident rate down to 1.03. Oh, tuning. Okay, we'll buy a gold piston. We'll leave it at that. That was almost at its best tuning already. That'll have to go to full. TV detective and licensing propaganda. Let's see it.
Hey. Yes, there's a TV set on at number 5. Front room. And they're watching Columbo.
Columbo.
Have a TV license. It won't take us long to find you.
Jesus. Bullshit merchants. State of that van, though.
侵入体系はから 6号艇、5号艇、1号艇、3号艇、4号艇、2号艇。スタート正常。
Yeah, I'm suffering for top speed a little bit. But shitter engine, isn't it? Uh-oh. Ah, lifted. Okay, P2. Oh, you fucks! Absolutely swamped. Had to bail right out of that. Yeah, they were throwing some really awkward lines at me then. Rescue the second place.
協定スター第1スタート新レース1以上ではまた。
If this does end up being a struggle season because of, you know, all the bullshit, like ending up in those yellow events instead of the semi-final and final, they give double maintenance points. That's nice. A little bit of a catch-up mechanic. I forget just how long everything takes in this game.
はい、今日のレースは以上。
Might be 2 more streams rather than 1.
始動。出走。
Yes, I have been avoiding all of the accident skin. I have got a absolutely clean record since the last promotion opportunity. I've been a absolute, what's the phrase? Star pupil. Ultimate good boy.
進入体系はから6号艇2号艇5号艇3号艇4号艇1号艇3号艇フライング実況。
Oh, Red's been disqualified. Must have fucked the start. It's good that I can at least get some wins, even if I won't win this cup outright. I can still get some wins when I'm dealt a really bad engine. So, you know, that lottery element won't impact my win rate enough to cost me my super promotion.
Kyoutei スター第9新以上のではまた。
Okay. Despite everything I said, we are on course for the final. Effort doesn't always pay off, but winners always put in the effort. Yeah, there's a reason I've started skipping those platitudes. Always the same. A handsome lad, isn't he? I can aim for anything. Can't aim for anything other than first place. Of course, I'm going to be number one. Before I can fight myself, I need to deal with the enemies around me first.
出走。
Ay, ay, ay. Really can't wait to play Snow Racer 98. It's gonna suck, but it might be over in an hour instead of 20 hours of... Well, this will be closer to 30 hours when we're done with it. Of this.
侵入体系はから3号艇、6号艇、2号艇、4号艇、5号艇、1号艇、スタート正常。
I spend more time looking at the mini-map rather than the actual racing. Ooh, green is taking a very narrow line there. Now I'm in the lead. And now I'm not. The top speed is rubbish. Biff. Right.
協定第13
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Give me my money.
ではまた。
The real shame that I can't, like, just spend all this yen I've been earning on bribing my way into the top class or something like that. That'd be helpful. Is this the semi-final? I don't know. Everyone's got a prize skin. Everyone.
以上。始動。出動。侵入体系はから1号艇、3号艇、2号艇、4号艇、6号艇、5号艇。スタート正常。
We need a top 2 in this one for the final. Could be tough. Blue is gone. Or is he? Yeah, he is. Ah, got a bit up in his business there, so I lifted for safety. Well, we've done that one, Daz. Or at least we had a go at it. How long did we spend on that? I think we just...
1着、4号艇。
Ah, what did we do? Where is it?
協定ニュースの時間になりました。さあ、本第12レスタートは正常。侵入体系はレース結果。
There we go. I spent 2 hours 46 on it because I got language barriered. Like we also did Virtual Kyoutei 99 and got language barriered on that one. So in both of them, I just kind of had a go and moved on. But this time, we didn't get language barriered so much. So there goes 20 hours of my life. 20 hours of all of your lives as well. Well, some of the 20. Okay, so that wasn't the semi-final. I lost count. Fashionably late skin because you're just so cool. No, I'm on. I use my phone. I've got Google Lens. Generally does pretty well, but yeah, sometimes. Well, one of the issues actually does is that there's assumed knowledge in these games, and we hit this issue with this game as well, where you can't get promoted if you have an incident rate of 0.7 or higher. But that's not told to you in game. That's just the game just assumes you're a fan of the sport if you're playing this, and you know that already. It'd be like a FIFA game not explaining offside, you know.
始動出動
Yeah, so we found out when we were starting this game that there was a rule for if your incident rate is really high, you just get kicked out of the game. And that is what happened to me in Kyoutei 99. I did like an in-game year of it, and then it just told me, oh, I've retired. It's like, why have I retired? I didn't know. And it was because, I think with hindsight, my incident rate was too high. I got kicked out of the sport.
侵入体系はただ2号艇4号艇3号艇1号艇5号艇
Uh-oh.
スタート成
We're good. Yeah, because the very first race I did, I just went full beans. I didn't know about the big start procedure, which I just had to figure out. Because again, it wasn't really explained in the 1999 game. Before anyone asks, no, I'm not going to go back and do 1999 again. Now I know the sport more comprehensively. And the reason is I can't be arsed. I am nowhere in this race. Oh well. How unbothered I am. blue took a really awkward line there. I was hoping to cut under, but they just took a really tight line, so I just had to go wide. So no final on this cut, but who cares? I've got my safety rating, got my win rate. Going to the first consolation split, I think.
さあ、第10新以上ではまた。
Yep. What's this now? EA Sports Cyber Athlete 99. Okay, we'll watch that after the final. God, if super promotions aren't a thing in this game, I'm gonna be heartbroken.
始動出動 進入体系はから6号艇、1号艇、2号艇、5号艇、3号艇、4号
Hey,
艇
good start.
スタート正常
Yellow and red, both ready to absolutely shove it up my inside if I try and take my preferred line here. Hey, there they are. They've gapped them now. quite enough for the win, or is it? Or is it? No. Top speed issues. Never mind. Right, what is this cyber athlete bollocks?
1着、1号艇、2着、4号艇、3着、3号
Be
艇、
quiet, game.
4着。
We're watching idiot stuff.
EA Sports. It's in the game. Welcome to 1999.
Ah.
The Cyber Athlete. The year of epic EA Sports action. The year
Radical.
Of big. The year of wake up and smell the competition. Because we're dialing it up with skull-thumping attitudes, combustible personalities, and moves that'll shock Mr. Highlight Reel. We're gonna stare you down, throw you around, and kick the door in. So say hello, because we'll make thunder with our hits. Take your soul to the hole and melt asphalt. Look for ear-shattering board music, rattled walls, shredded pitch, a formal introduction to the canvas, and of course, the foam finger salute. Bring it on, baby. We're ready. You, sincerely, the cyber athletes of EA Sports.
Fucking hell. Oh.
5着、
Radical.
6号艇、6着、2号艇。
協定スター第11スター新レース以上ではまた。
Right, February. What is this cup? The Tokonami Corporate Cup. We will do it. We're not gonna do this shit. Three more cups, I think, until the next promotion window. That'll take about 2 hours. Fuck. Yeah, that'll be our goal for tonight. We'll do 1 cup per month. Get to the promotion window. $43. It's ooh. Super punching machine. Get it. Oh boy. Should be a bit easier this time. Right. How's my win rate? One more LMU. Let's see, we'll see. Actually, I do have a couple of busy weekends coming up, Shadow, so it might not be so much. I've got I'm in Blackpool for 2 nights next weekend. I've got a show, and I'm just gonna stay for the full festival because I can. Weekend after, me and my mate are going on a little zoo holiday to see a bunch of zoos. But we'll see. The answer is when I can be bothered. I don't know, I am curious to try that vet on a smoother track though. Because once I had the pitch under control, it was alright. I certainly preferred it to the Aston Martin, which just felt really beige and slow. BMW was beige, but at least it was fast. Apparently the BMW is only good in fixed setup though, because it has a really favourable fixed set. I was watching basically a tier list of the GT3s and fixed spec because I was trying to work out if the 3 that were available as base content were kind of scuffed or not. And yeah. Did I watch out? No, I didn't. I was out visiting my family today. I did watch, well, obviously I watched the F1. I also watched the sprint race from the GT3s at Brands Hatch. That was pretty fun. Oh, but I had the YouTube chat on for a bit, and the YouTube chat is always the fucking worst. Because people are just the worst. So this GT Challenge race at Brands Hatch, there was the Team Verstappen car in it. Obviously Verstappen wasn't there because he was in Miami. But it didn't stop someone asking, oh, when's Max getting in the car? Because his teammates for Nürburgring were racing. Like, you idiot. It's a 1 hour sprint. And he's clearly in Miami. Why do I keep saying Miami? Miami. Miami. I know words. But Arthur Leclerc was also in the race. Charles's brother. And someone asked, oh, is that Leclerc in the list? Is that Charles Leclerc? Like, obviously not, you stupid man. Is that Charles Leclerc in that Ferrari? No! Pan was getting an argy-bargy mood at the end, was she? That sounds fun. I like Pan. Yeah, that GT3 race, what happened at the end was Chris Lullum, who was racing the Verstappen car, got a 5-second penalty, like post-race penalty, announced with 2 laps to go. And at the time, second place was 4.5 seconds back. So it just suddenly turned into like a bit of a hot lap challenge for the last 2 laps. That was really cool. She's in LMP2 at the moment, Dorian. I think in one of the Pro-Am cars. Look how much easier this game is with a good engine. Did she not get penalised for that double bump? I know those series tend to be very low tolerance for shithousery. Ah, she got away with it then.
Kyoutei さん、第1さ、新レース以上、ではまた。
Right, more wins. I tend to avoid watching things at Paul Ricard anyway. I hate that track. So horrible to look at. Did it make for good racing in ELMS, Paul Ricard Shadow? Eight right turns? That's an... I think you're gonna be wrong. Today I learnt. Retro Dadson doesn't know the difference between right and left. No wonder you struggled so much with Burnout 3. Ah, it's a good start. Whenever there's a clean start, it sounds like the commentator man, even though he's speaking Japanese, he says, "Start's okay though." Like, the start's okay though, but with a bit of a scouse lilt. Start's okay though. Hey do do don't do. Isn't half hour in. Oh god. Oh, that sounds huge, Shadow. I hope everyone was okay. Who was to blame for that? Was the LMP like basically shoving their nose where it wasn't welcome or something? Or was it just a racing incident? Okay, so they did actively fail in that. Okay, well, I'll look up some highlights when I'm done with the stream and see what's going on. Bloody hell, that was the closest I got to a sub 38 lap there. I don't think I've ever been sub 38 in this before. This super punching machine can really punch it. Good evening, Nabas. How you doing, mate? Thanks for joining us. All the Boat Oval lads are here. We're all having a great time. I haven't even hit a promotion window yet this stream. Suffering a bit. Not quite got all those holiday pints out of your system, have you?
始動出動
I've ended up having quite a heavy weekend. All I've got is a bank holiday. Oh, you're a dessert enthusiast? I've got a huge sweet tooth. If desserts were on a buffet, I would disgrace myself. I see. No, I'm just a disgrace.
侵入体系はから6号艇、3号艇、2号艇、1号艇、4号艇、5号艇。スタート正常。
Well, that's what I do, Shadow. I know if I buy snacks, the snacks will leave quickly. So I just don't buy snacks. That's the only way. But of course, why would I buy something edible if I didn't want to eat it, you know? Maybe I should get one of those. Have you seen those lock boxes you can get? Like you put all your snacks in and you can set a timer and the box won't open until the timer expires. God, that'd be so good for crisps. Just have the timer expire once per day. I won't double crisps in a day. I need to get on that. Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah. Completely get that now. I had a solo jolly to Tenerife in, I think it was December 2018. I went half board there because going to a restaurant for a meal for one repeatedly, night after night, it's not a good time. So just being able to do the half board was so helpful.
Kyoutei 第12さあ新レース以上のよではまた。
Oh, I couldn't do a cruise, Dadson. I could not do a cruise. Especially a solo cruise. Who would I go on a cruise with? No, I love big walks when I'm on holiday. Especially if it's a solo jolly. I just love to just start walking and not stop until my thighs are chafed to buggery. And, you know, not a lot of opportunities for that on a cruise ship. Well, yeah, but I wonder what's worse, long-haul flights or cruise ships, because cruise ships are exceptionally polluting. But which one's worse? Fight!
Hey!
Oh. Yeah, I can see why 15-year-old Dadson would be an enthusiast for that, mate. Walking isn't always what people say it is. Is there some innuendo I'm missing here, Shadow? Well, a fair few years ago now, I went for a solo 4-day trip to Rome. And yeah, on day 4, I'd kind of seen everything I wanted to see. So I just had a day where I'd find a green point on a map. I just walked through it. Just had an aimless walking day, and it was so good. I found so much stuff I would have missed otherwise. I never managed to do the Vatican Museum, though, because the queues were ridiculous. Like, I went on the Friday at roughly lunchtime. It was like 2-hour queues. So I went down the road to the Castle di San Angelo, I think it was called instead. That was great. Great museum, and no queues to get in. But I tried to go back Monday morning, and the queues were ridiculous again. So I just did my day of wandering. But I've never been to Stockholm, and everyone I've heard who has been tends to rate it. Sometimes you end up in trouble, like when I got shoved in the back by a prostitute in Barcelona because I wasn't interested in her services. It was like 8 PM on a Saturday and I was wandering about and I got solicited. And I was just like, no thanks, and started walking away, and she shoved me in my back. I know. It was so weird. No, she wasted my time. I wanted nothing to do with her. I did not initiate conversation. She wasted my time. Yeah, it was so... it was still... Was it daylight? My memory is daylight, but I was there in... It was like the beginning of November, so I feel like it should have been dark. Maybe it was dark. No, she wasn't, Shadow. Well, it certainly was, because I remembered it. I was actually in the city for a conference with work, but when the conference was done, I said, "Oh, can you actually book my flight 2 days later, and I'll just book myself a hotel and have a little solo jolly." And they did. That was nice. I was actually just really depressed that weekend. It was a really, really bad time. So the hotel I booked was in the medieval quarter, like really narrow, built up streets. And it'd be the middle of the night, and I just had my headphones in blazing because I was really unhappy and didn't care if anything bad happened to me. It was, yeah, pretty poor time looking back on it. On my last day, I went round the harbour. It was the weekend by then, Shadow. The stupid, shitty conference was over. Yeah, I went round the harbour and I saw like some of the super yachts were about, and there was this huge boat there. With a couple of people like sunbathing on the deck. It's like it was a floating mansion. I got so annoyed. It's like this one craft could have homed all of Barcelona's homeless. You got these selfish twats taking it up themselves. So I went to the zoo and cheered up a bit. It was quite funny actually. I'd found, like, I was just doing my random stomping, and I was going through this park, and like there's a lot of wild parrots around Barcelona, like monk parrots that are pretty cool. But I was just in this park and I heard this kookaburra call. Like, kookaburra is native to Australia. It's like, why can't I hear a kookaburra? And I literally just turned 90 degrees. And in the park was the entrance to Barcelona Zoo. It's like, that explains it. All right, sod it, let's go in. It was a good zoo, that. I liked it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, hello, Encontre Jugador. Shockingly, yes, it is. Although
1着
got a good engine at the moment, so the racing isn't very competitive. That can change. Tallinad polar bears, gosh.
Kyoutei さあ第10スタート新レース1着以上のような
Oh, that was the semi-final. Nice. I've done that many of these bloody cups. I could tell from the prize money. Okay. Let's get this one. A virtual agreement? Really? I thought, well, the U might be superfluous, but I thought Kyoutei was just literally boat race. But I rely on Google Lens for all my translation in this.
Hey! 以上 始動出走
Yeah, that's a good show. It's, I mean, in the early days when I was coming up to the first Japanese language game, I tried an on-screen translator so viewers could see too. That didn't work out so well because things would just be off-screen and things like that. It was really poorly positioned. That was a RetroArch add-on I was trying to use. I just ended up just using my phone and reading it out. And it's been adequate. But I'm really glad, though, that Racing Lagoon got a fan translation before it came up in the challenge, because that would have been slow, relying on my phone for everything. It was slow anyway. It's a very, very wordy game. But it could have been worse. And same for... oh, what's it called now? Choro Q Wonderful. I mean, it wasn't as wordy as Racing Lagoon, but having to translate everything would have made it more awkward. Yeah, no, it's the cutscenes did take the piss of it, and it's such a shame. Because, yeah, just kind of took the shine off it. It was cool. But the cutscenes took forever. But they took forever without adding anything. It'd be 5 boxes of dialogue with the character talking about his feelings when it should have been 1 or 2, you know. This is the whole game. It's boat ovals. There is a bit of a career element to it, resource management, but it's not that deep. It is based off a real sport in Japan, which mostly facilitates gambling. So there's a couple of other strange mechanics in it, like your engine for each cup is decided by lottery. You know, for example, and yeah, we've just been doing this for 21 hours,
5号艇
and I'm afraid this is the whole game. Each race is about 2 minutes long. A lap is 600 meters exactly. He's going to take credit for my victory there, so I don't bother translating it out anymore because we've read it so much time. Yeah, exactly that. And we just tap through this because she says the same thing every time. Reviews the start. Tells me how much money I've earned, which is 860,000 yen. I get 10 maintenance points. Now my agent gets in touch. And we pick which cup we're going to do this season. This month, rather. Well, we only got the option of 2. There's a promotion system, and we've been stuck in the bottom division for the entire game, but we found out in the last stream it was because my incident rate was too high. If you're having like too many crashes and false starts, you just don't get promoted, ever. So this season we are being squeaky clean. I think we have 2 months left, and we should finally get a promotion. There's 4 divisions, but apparently, and my friend only found this from the sport's actual rules, rather than anything in game, because the game assumes a bit of knowledge, which has been a bit of a handicap for me, who has no knowledge of this sport. But you can get something called a super promotion, which basically just takes you straight into the top division. So I've been squeaky clean, I've been getting loads of wins, and if this isn't valid for a super promotion, I don't know what is. But once I finally get my A1 ranking, it means I can start taking on these red cups. There's 8 of them in the game. When I beat all 8 of them, game done. Bit of a little bit of an info dump for you there. Right, what are my options here? I don't think they matter. They're both G3 blue. Have I been save or rewind scumming? I have not. Oh, I did one rewind when I think I did a jump start and I was furious because the game lied to me. New league match part. Let me try translating that again. Rookie league match game 2. Okay. Let's do this one. But actually, I've been going for 2 hours now, so I need my break here. So I'm going to take a quick be right back. Oh, agreed. This is pretty dull. But when you do a stupid racing game challenge like I do, you end up doing shit like this. Let's do the boat lottery first before I go for my little break, actually. 5th. It's... Oh, that's a good one. An ace machine with a motor win rate of 51.8. That is a big question, Navis. That's a big question. Yeah, unfortunately, like, this game has been fun at times when the racing's been a bit competitive, but it's boat ovals. There's, like, no matter how smart your designers are, there's only so much you can do with the concept, isn't there? So, it's difficult. One for the fans. Anyway, I'm going to be 3 minutes. Need to offload the last drinks, get some new ones, so I'll be right back. Oh, I didn't even use the correct be right back screen. Sorry. Anyway, we're back. Relationship system, minigames, microtransactions. Boo. Yeah, it isn't fun. That is just the reality here. It's not a fun game. It was a little bit fun while I was figuring out the kind of supplementary systems about it. But I've got it down. I can win reliably with even the shittest of...
You know, it makes me wonder what's it all about?
Yeah, you did. Cheers, mate. I like the accent of boat there. Did make it sound a bit more abouty. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, the supplementary systems do enhance it a little, but not enough. Engine tuning. Go for full punch. Oh god, imagine if I had to pay $1 every time I wanted a new propeller in this game. Get lost. Anyway, 2 more cups, then we're in the next promotion window. Fingers crossed, super promotion time. Yes, so there are 4 rider classes. You start at B2, and there's B1, A2, and A1. And one of the reasons this game has taken so damn long is I didn't know the conditions for promotion. Which is, the obvious one is win rate, and I was absolutely smashing that. So I was so confused for so long. Why am I not getting promoted? But you need an incident rate lower than a certain level. And that's where I was falling foul. I was like, incidents can be both false starts and crashes. And if you have too many of them, the game just will not promote you no matter what. And the game didn't really describe that to me. It was just assumed that I'd know, because it assumed that someone playing this would be a fan of the sport. I made the point to someone else earlier. It's like football games don't explain the offside rule. They just assume people playing a football game know what an offside is. So yeah, so that was the disappointment. After 21 hours, I am still rank B2. However, in the official rules as well, my friend found out that there is something called a super promotion, where I can literally just leapfrog from B2 to A1 in one go. And thank God for that. Well, Dadson, everybody has a period in their life where they didn't know the offside rule. Even you. You know. How old were you when you played your first computer football game? I'll tell you now, the football we played at primary school on our lunch breaks, there was no offsides in play there. The early football games, like the earliest I remember, was just 20 kids all just furiously accidentally kicking each other's ankles because they just crowd around the ball and start swinging their feet. They did 4 of these in Contra. There was 98, 99, 2000 and 2001. And then it was time for the PS2 and they couldn't really just skin this again. They needed to do a new one and couldn't afford it.
Kyoutei さあ、第一侵入レース決1着。以上では
Be the change you want to see in the world, Skin. Get that bankrolled. Do consoles get dev kits anymore? No, because like consoles are just kind of a fixed spec PC these days. You just ship anything from Unity or Godot, can't you? These excuses are not adding up, Skin. But everyone loves Kyoutei. You don't love Kyoutei? I think Sony still wants to make sure only qualified people. I'm not sure their online store backs up that statement, Skin. Because there's some absolute shit on there. Is it? Ugh, grim. What did we say to AI? Fuck off, AI. Oh, that sounds like hell. I'm glad I don't have a PS5 now. I mean, I had no need for one anyway, but... Yeah, why would I need a PS5 when I've got the full series of virtual Kyoutei games to go at?
侵入体系はから2号艇、6号艇、3号艇、4号艇、1号艇、5号艇。スタート正常。
It looks like, and don't hold me to this because I'm no expert, but it's looking like we're hitting the point where the AI model providers are starting to have to make a return on their products. Which means they need to start charging something more in line with what it costs them to run the AI bollocks. So hopefully, just by virtue of the tools being more expensive to use, there'll be less chances just spinning up slop because it won't be as risk-free as it is currently. But I hope. And my long-term viewers will know I don't see there being... I don't see a place for AI in the arts from a very practical standpoint. Like, even before we get into the ethics of it all and the sloppiness of it all, there's already more human-made games, good human-made games, good human-made movies, good human-made music. There's already more of all that than I can consume in a lifetime. So why do I need shitty AI mashups of it all? You know, all it does is flood the market and make the good stuff harder to find. It brings nothing to the party. And, you know, nothing has happened in the last year or two to change my opinion on that. I did spend some time a while back just daydreaming. It's like, where could AI generated content actually bring something to the party in games? And all I came up with was, like, in terms of voice synthesis, instead of getting the same hello, welcome to my shop every time you go to the shopkeeper in your action RPG, you could spin up a load of varieties of that, but then still use voice actors for the important bits. But of course, capitalism doesn't work that way, so I'd rather have one voice acted welcome to my shop in hindsight. John Cube. Sewer lineman simulator. Yeah, but the key bits have to remain human-driven, Dadson. That is the important part. You know, sure, maybe spin up some synth voice for, you know, throwaway lines, but they never nail tone on the important bits, so still have the voice actors for that. But it's such a rights nightmare that we can't even trust these companies to, like, replicate the actors' voices and use it ethically. Plays the PS5 slop. That sounds... It sounds fun, but at the same time, I can see it giving me a headache. Oh dear. What's the channel name? I might check that out in my spare time. Kyoutei. Thank you. Kyoutei Live. Oh, yeah. Very true, Dadson. One of my biggest disappointments of the challenge is, unfortunately, how many of these games were slop. Well, handcrafted a bit, but if you think about the Midas games, they recycled a lot. You know, they'd re-release with a different name. You know, shovelware, like Icy says. And it's why I don't want to do a PS2 racing challenge, because I'm sick of shit.
侵入体系はから5号艇1号艇2号艇3号艇4号艇6号艇スタート正常
Yeah. Well, it's where a lot of the, I think, Encontra described as Unity slop, where people are throwing together basic games with store-bought assets and bringing nothing new to the party. The AI slop, I guess, is when you can't even be bothered to go to the Unity store to buy some basic models. What was it called now? The only AI generated stuff I genuinely enjoyed was a Twitch channel. I think it was called Unlimited Steam? It was basically just generated variants of the Simpsons Steamed Hams sketch. And when it was funniest was when the AI that wrote the scripts like fucked up the most, you know. It was really rough, and you just get these episodes where Chalmers would start absolutely going on a obscene rampage. Oh fucking hell, Skinner, you fucked it up again. But as AI gets better, that product would actually get worse. But it actually got banned because the creator didn't put enough guardrails on it. And I think when I wasn't watching, it started coming out with some really vile stuff. And the ban hammer came down. AI Sponge. That's the SpongeBob SquarePants one? I think it's probably similar, yeah. But yeah, I'm aware that the PS2 list is bigger. Wasn't sure if it was better or worse because the PS1 list is pretty poor. But I was also worried that as well as there being more individual titles, each title is generally a bigger game. And, you know, I've spent nearly 1,500 hours on this over the last 4.5 years. What? Are we up to 4.5? No, we're just getting up to... We're nearly up to 4 years. So, the PS2 Racing Challenge feels a bit unachievable for me. Even if I did have the patience for all the shit. Oh, we know Davalex and Midas. Data Design Interactive, I don't know though. Yeah, Davalex, we know Davalex and Midas very well at this channel. Wouldn't you rather I just picked the best 100 PS2 games than just play them instead, Shadow? No, of course not, because you're a sadist. But I did, I think last week, I had a look online for, excuse me, a basic list of PS2 racing games. And I found a list of 500 titles. Went through it all. Just laying in bed, you know. Seeing what's there. I'm sure there's far more than 500 titles in total when we start digging. If we were to start digging, we're not. But I was surprised by how little stuff there was there that I'd forgotten about, you know, because we know all the big titles. We know the Gran Turismos, Ridge Racers, Burnouts, etc., etc. But there was very few moments where I spotted a game and thought, oh, I forgot about that. That sounded good. You know, it just seemed like a very shitty list. And it reinforces my decision to not do a PS2 racing challenge. Do you? Well, that was a long time ago, and my opinion can change over time. But there was a time when I thought PS2 challenge would have been a thing.
進入体系はしたら2号艇、6号艇、4号艇、1号艇、3号艇、5号艇。スタート正常。
No, you're correct, Shadow. And I did debate the idea of what I think I described it at the time as completing the generation. You know? And yeah, there is certainly not a lot of N64 racing games, but kind of done, you know. You know, doing Saturn and N64 would be a much shorter list than PS2. Well, it doesn't mean I want to do it. Is it? I do like Road Rash games. I believe, yeah, Road Rash 64 has a retro achievement set as well. There's a part of me, because I've mastered all 3 Road Rash games on the PS1, on retro achievements, there is a part of me that would like to do the Mega Drive ones and do Road Rash 64 as well. To like kind of complete that series. But you know, there's so much I want to do and I just don't have the time or the energy. And instead I'm playing this. I could be playing Road Rash 64 and I'm playing Virtual Kyoutei 2000. There's been a flaw in my decision making at some point. I think that flaw was, oh, let's do all the PS1 racing games. That's a great idea. But to be honest, it was actually a great idea. Because when I came up with this idea, like I started streaming during the COVID lockdowns and I did a mixture of sim racing and like indie games. And shock horror, you know, when everything was wrapping up and everyone was being allowed outside again, my channel was dying on its arse. Because people wanted to go outside. And, you know, good for them, because outside is fucking great. But it's like, I needed a hook. I needed something for my channel, and this worked. It worked really well. Very happy. Very happy everyone's here. Very happy that keep me entertained while I do stupid things. I'm happy I bring a little entertainment too. How about all racing games on RA? It's crossed my mind. It has crossed my mind. Oh, I know now. Especially not masteries though, because I already know that's not possible. Because I spent so much time stuck on some Roll Cage 2 time trials that I just could not do. So it's already a no-go. Wangan trial. It's on the list, isn't it? There's certainly been some Wangan branded games. What about it? Is there something in particular that I don't know? Usually is. There's a Mohun Kart on PS1 skin. I can't believe there was a sequel. I think one of the disappointments of the challenge has been a lot of the bad stuff hasn't been bad in an interesting way. You know, if we think about things like Bug Riders sucks, but it's interesting. Or Cosmic Race is terrible, but it's terrible in an interesting way. But then you have a Mountain of Midas slop, which is both bad and boring. Yeah, have I played a what? I apologize. I have a terrible memory and... Oh yeah, Davalex did a lot of that as well. Yeah, about Wangan Trial. Yeah, is there something I need to know about that? Because I'm a bit thick. What can I say? Yeah, Davalex would just make about 10 games out of one game engine, wouldn't they? Oh no! Oh no! I did that mistake myself once. There was a game. I made a platformer game for Congregate.com. I gotta tell you what it is because I'm a little embarrassed. But I set that in the near future, and that's now in the past as well. I didn't future it enough. I mean, the film Running Man is now in the past, isn't it? That was like a near future dystopia. Great film. Yeah. Isn't time the worst?
一着6号艇
Impressing women, and that's about it. Except the main character likes to drive away from women. And they've got 2 discs of running away from women. Amazing. Let's have a look at the list. Yep, Wangan Trial, it's there. Oh, Shadow. I need a new basic propeller soon. That's, yeah. It sounds bad, but it sounds bad in an interesting way, so I like it. Hopefully it doesn't take 25 hours like this game. Lots of videos and that. Honestly, I can't wait. Sounds fun. Oh, really? Oh man, it's Racing Lagoon all over again. Yeah, you are right, Skin. I was chasing wins in a way that meant I occasionally binned, and the occasional binning is what fucks me. Yeah. Oh, that was good. So for those who didn't see the last stream, Under the Skin decided to Google how to get promoted in this game. I did check the video, and that guy was fucking useless. Uh-oh, I've missed the start. Yeah, for those who don't know, Skin asked Google, how do you get promoted in this game? And the AI assistant got involved and recommended one of my VODs, where I was speculating how to get promoted, but evidently didn't know because promotion never happened. So that was helpful. Thanks, AI. Here we are, nearly 22 hours in, still B2. Well, evidently not, Vesper, because I'm not A1. A master would be A1. I'm B2. Sky time! Amazing. I look forward to racing my own Skydime. Oh shit. Ah! Had to lift. Alright, red is gone. Maybe we can still get second here, and this might be the semi-final, so this could be critical. Come on. Yes, got him. Or have I? No! He got me back! Ah, piss. I changed my tuning. A bit more top speed. Did that cost me a play? I think it did. Yeah. We're in the first sucker split. Yeah, that one looks fucking shite. Oh, it's got a big chunk of top speed, but no acceleration. No handling. I have another of my basic all-rounders. Amazing. Oh. Okay. I was on full power. Well, although it did seem like my other tunings had shifted, which is weird. Sorry, I'm not coming in every time. Just in case everything's nudged by 1 point. I was just spending long enough on this. Let's go.
始動出走
But winning this does contribute to my win rate. No, it's not top division. It might be the engine backfiring when I'm... It might be a water effect. It's not gunshots though. Oh fuck. Too busy chatting shit to concentrate on the launches. Ah, fuck this.
進入体系はから1号
I hadn't saved either. I'm gonna...
5号艇6号艇2号艇2号艇出遅れ
I'm going to... Everyone look away. Oh, and what's the rewind button? Everyone look away because I was distracted. I didn't rewind, honest. Can you tell I'm bored?
進入体系はから1号艇4号艇3号艇5号艇6号艇2号艇スタート正常
Boat school! That AI has come from my fucking dialogue. Only I call it boat school. The minigame boat school. Oh, I love that. Yeah. No, Under the Skin found that out on Thursday. Well, it absolutely is, Vesper. You know, it's probably the biggest use of YouTube for Google these days. Everything that's been uploaded to YouTube, including 1,450 hours of my VODs, has been consumed by the Google AI machine. And it's all in there. That's how it works. But it humors me to no end that minigame is now officially called Boat School, just because that's what I call it. So yeah, I mean, I think the most important thing at Boat School is that you've got to get the paddling mechanic correct. If you don't nail the paddling, you don't get the boat thrust, and if without boat thrust, you're not going to graduate Boat School. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I beat this will be the only full game playthrough on YouTube. And when I made the decision to basically do a VOD channel, it was the idea of providing gameplay for games that otherwise didn't really have any, which sounded good to me. You know, I don't expect that channel to ever do great numbers because, let's face it, VODs are kind of dry when they're not live. And, you know, I thought that before I uploaded the first one. But I thought it'd be nice to contribute a little bit and provide some content for the rarer games. And what can I say? I was right. Okay, what have we got here? We're in April. Hooray! We got the Rookie League tournament match 4 at Ashia Boat Race Course. We have the Rookie League Tournament Match 5 at Gamagori Boat Race Course. I'm only going to do one. I could do both because they don't overlap, but fuck that. Okay, boat lottery. Come on. It's a shitter. An unboxing of C1 Circuit. Jesus. Old machine.
Hey Paul, has anyone ever told you you're a bit of a Kyoutei?
Oh, Ditsbury. Thank you both for the compliment and for, yeah, a great pun. That was genuinely funny. All right, tuning. Kills you. Are you okay, mate? Are you ill or something? Or was it just that funny? hernia. Oh, Jesus. Well, I hope the recovery is as... well... painless. Painless isn't the word. I hope the recovery is as smooth as you could hope for. Week off work. That swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Oh, it's bad timing though. You get your week off work when you had a bank holiday Monday anyway. Oh, they've shafted you there, mate. Why couldn't it have been a week later? You have a short week, then your surgery, and then your week off. Bunch of bastards, eh?
出動
2,000 what? I've done C1 circuit, haven't I? I don't remember anything like that, but I never saw. Yeah. Game 163. I spent 3 hours 29 on it, and I called it resoundingly bad and gave it a 1 out of 10. Yeah, but at least it'll be fixed this time, right? You wonder how Richard Burns Rally is on PS2? Well, Skin, if I do my curated challenge, Richard Burns would be on the list. And yeah, it still gets mods. It is genuinely legendary, you're right. Does Richard Burns Rally have retro achievements as well? Oh God. Yeah, I get it. So they basically recorded, like, say, the bass, the drums, the keyboards, the guitars individually, and just use infinite combinations, and you know, a lot more instruments than that. Completely get it. Koos has done Richard Burns, you're right. Koos isn't the biggest racing fan. He didn't have a great time. Although he has softened on racing games a bit. Really enjoyed Outrun 2006. I think he had a decent time with Tokka 2 as well, which I forced upon him. Ah, getting stuck in the wake. God, this is just death waiting to happen. That's a shame. But all the Richard Burns fans are playing the PC version, aren't they? So I guess the demand isn't there for retro achievements. Oh shit. Well, unfortunately I'm really lazy. No! Okay, didn't get knocked off. God damn it, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. We'll get his face. It's fine. Do I have any emote slots left? That's a good question. I mean, I suppose I could get rid of some of the...
協定ニュースの時間になりました。
I don't even know what all those faces are from anymore that we've got.
さあ、第一、さあ、し、以上の、ではまた。
What's it? You know what? I'm not looking up my bloody emote slots now. Anything to avoid playing this game, eh? Set the propeller shop. Yeah, we're good for props. Go on, 5 more rounds, then it's super promotion time. Come on. Pray for super promotion. Yeah, the gunfire sound from before, that tends to come from when I'm steering without using the tilt buttons. Yeah, Taxi 2 is something else. Skin, don't try and guilt me into more of this game, mate. No one will thank you for that. Boat 2 was really forcing me wide then. No, Skin, it was... Oh god, it kind of was. What is it called now? Driver and Driver 2... No, they're not in the challenge. Basically, they're driving games rather than racing games. was the decision I made, which is a shame because I kind of really would love to play Driver 1 again. In Chicago, we have to go through a warehouse maze. Jesus. But mod your Dreamcast. I mean, the little handheld emulators are pretty cool, Dan, and they're quite inoffensive from a price perspective, but they're not gonna blow your pants off, you know. I've got myself a little Ambernic, which has like the original Game Boy form factor, but with a couple of analog sticks on it as well, and you know, it's good for when I'm like traveling for work or you know, just generally taking a big train anywhere. But to be honest, I only play it when I'm traveling. I've got no need to play it at home. You know. You know, for 100 quid. Fine. Doesn't Driver 2 have performance issues? Like, it has big frame rate choppiness. I've only ever played the first one, so I'm only speculating on something I may or may not have seen online. That's a shame. Fair enough. I mean, it must have been particularly bad, though, for that to come up as a complaint when it was contemporary. You know, because a lot of games had shitty frame rates back then. And now if a remaster of Driver 1 and Driver 2 appeared on Steam, I'd buy it. Hey, so I don't believe there is a second yacht game, unless you know something I don't. Titsbury. What did you think they were? What else could they have been? Clearly, it's the post-operation drugs or something. I haven't played it for 25 years, so I don't even remember the story, except I think the president was in the last mission somewhere, and the entire mafia just made my life a misery. I think I am. Yeah, last mission. Absolute torture. That was. top two are running away while these other three beanbags at the back keep blocking me. I think I've got them now. I just brute forced it, Daz. Just kept trying stubbornly and finally got the lucky run. I didn't know there was a glitch. Really? Jesus. I don't remember there being difficulty levels. That's how long it's been since I've played it. Come on, super promotion. Regular promotion just will not do.
Kyoutei さん、第10さあ、新で以上のではま
See what that does for the bracket. Okay, still in top split. We're fine. Tutorial with the screen upside down, worse controls and in less than 40 seconds without damage. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, if I ever go to Japan, then I am definitely gonna go and spend an afternoon gambling on Kyoutei's. Apparently, as there's a big information about the sports section in this, and the lads taking part in the races go into an almost quarantine sort of situation the night before a race to stop I assume to stop people from trying to fix the races. But yeah, they check into a hotel on Friday night and get cut off from the outside world until they do the race, which is just insane. I'm not sure that'd be so effective anymore in the days of mobile internet. Well, you've certainly got more exotic taste than me, Didsbury Dan, because next weekend I'm in Blackpool. The weekend after I'm in Skegness. Scream and shake. I'm supporting Wagner off the X Factor. I mean, there's plenty of Japan you've not seen yet, you know. There's more boring ways you can do. There's a person that, well, a person I know, air quotes, know, I know their ex-husband. And they just went to Rome every year. Like, not even the rest of Italy. Every year they had a holiday to Rome. It's like, you know, Rome's great, but there's other stuff too, guys. Come on. And yeah, it was all her decision. She just wanted to go to Rome every year. But yeah, weirdos. You know, if you would just go, it's gonna say, oh, I just want to go to Tokyo every year. Yeah, I'd probably look at you a bit weird. But you know, there's lots of Japan to see. If you're enjoying it, go for it. Tokyo is massive, but you know, Japan's kind of massive too. Oh, might have nicked second here. Nah, engine's not good enough. Shafted by the engine lottery. On super promotion. All I want. Okay, yeah, this is the semi-final. Like, the language barrier is something that worries me about a visit to Japan. You know, obviously around Europe, you can just kind of muddle through with English. It's not quite the same further afield, is it? But you know what? If you want to go every year or every other year, I'd say it's worth doing. I'm sure there'll be a class somewhere in Manchester. How do I know if I'm... Because I keep winning and I haven't crashed, is how I know. But there's no progress bar to read anyway. If I have an incident rate of 0.7 or higher, no promotion. That is the one fact I know. Air quotes no, because that's from the official rules, not the game rules. I assume it's following the official rules. If I don't get promoted, I'm gonna lose my shit. Because I've done everything right. One person. Oh, that is both sad and very relatable. Except I like to say one person please in English. Do not have the speed for this. Here we go. Big send. Hi guys. Hey Craig. How you doing, mate? It's not enough. Just ain't got the straight line speed. Now, my main experience with foreign languages is I got a streak of over 1,000 days on Duolingo trying to learn German, and I'm still shit at German.
協定ニュースの第10スタートは新レース決以上ではま
But it was also because of how I was using the app to some degree. I think like Duolingo on its own is just not good enough. But it's a good supplementary vocabulary builder, I guess, if you use it in conjunction with other things. But yeah, I just got into the gamified side of it. I was just keeping my streak going for the sake of keeping the streak going, and it was stupid. I wanted to do the Indy 500 for my 40th, and that never happened either. No, that's pretty much correct, Dan. Yeah, I think one of the issues was I would do my daily Duolingo before I got out of bed. So I was kind of bleary-eyed, and I was kind of cheesing my way through to keep the streak going, and I wasn't really taking it in, you know, so... yeah, it's what it is. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The gamification of the streak is meant to keep you visiting. But if it becomes about just keeping the number going, yeah, it's not going to sink in. And that's what happened to me.
始動出走
Saying that I've not been to Germany since the streak ended anyway, so we're fine. Oh no, I have! That's bollocks! We went to Germany for my brother's stag do. But it was fine. We went to 2 football games and a load of bars. It was a good weekend. Yeah, unfortunately, if there's one If there's one country you can especially get away with only knowing English, it's probably Germany. Yeah, aside from, you know, America and Australia. Maybe even Canada. Oh man, I remember because I used to go to Wacken Open Air every year. What year was it? I think it was 2000. Yeah, it would have been 2010. We'd just seen Iron Maiden. We'd gone back to the campsite, and I used to. One of my jokes back then with my lack of German is like I pretend that the limit of my German was being able to ask for up to 9 beers. Just watched Iron Maiden at the campsite. It was like 1 in the morning, and the German that I made that comment to took it upon themselves to teach me more German counting. It's like, mate, I really don't want this. It's 1 a.m. I'm trying to smoke a cigar and have a can of lager, and you're trying to teach me counting. What's going on? Uh-oh. It wasn't even really a joke. It was just a bit of self-deprecating humor about my lack of language skills. You know? I think I've just robbed this win. But they're gonna top speed me? No, they're not. Yeah, I was just yeah. Like, oh, look at me, how shit I am at language. That was the joke, the whole joke. Well, surely you want to be better. 10 is Zane. I know that now. 11 is Elf. Fuck, what's 12? It's gone. Duolingo, you failed me. It's Wolf. There we go. If I ever have 11 friends, I can now buy 12 beers. Oh, it's time! It is time! Hello? Headknob headquarters. What the fuck? Right, game done. It's not time. You will remain in the B2 class for this season. What the fuck? What am I meant to do? What the fuck? What? The only... sign up for this so I get to the menu. The only thing I can think of, because I was sure... I've just had an incident-free... I haven't had a single false start. I had one false start, but I rewound the emulator. So I haven't had a single false start or crash since the last review. The only thing I can think of is my lifetime incident rate, which is still above 0.7. Such bullshit. Oh, we gotta do the lottery. Now, if it was because I didn't win the last 2 cups, I might have expected B1 or A2. Anyway, That is a super punching machine, so it's a good one. And Boat Dad is very happy. So, stats. Incident rate this year is 0. Incident rate, obviously, since the last review, there's been no races. That is the green box on the left, 0. Incident rate lifetime is still 0.89. That is the only thing I can think of that is stopping us. Because, yeah, I've just had... In that last season, I had the best win rate of anyone. I had 0 incidents, and I'm still B2. If I did another season, I think that would drop below 0.7. But fuck me. Yeah, good go has been had. Let's do a vote. Let's do a vote. Where's the vote button? A poll. Oh, this is the thing, Nabis. I'm not allowed in the high events. Create a new poll. Sod this game? Yes or no? No additional votes. 1 minute. Go. It must be the accident rate. But why is the accident rate on lifetime? I have learnt the error of my ways. But there is a part of me that despite the resounding sod this game vote, there's a part of me that needs to know. I don't even want to win the 8 cups, but I want to know. Oh, man. Well, yeah, that's resounding 8-1. Am I going against the almighty vote? To be honest, I will sleep on it. But yeah, 8-1 is pretty resounding, isn't it? But one thing's for sure. I'm gonna call it a night there, because fuck this. Fuck this boat bullshit. I am so mad. Alright, we got any lads online? No, if not, we're just gonna go. So, when am I streaming next? Definitely some PS1 on Thursday. Will it be boats or will it be snowboarding? I honestly don't know right now. Or... I'm off work tomorrow. There could be something tomorrow, maybe a bit of LMU. I don't see myself doing more PS1 tomorrow because I am very, very salty right now. But maybe a bit of LMU. But thanks loads for hanging out tonight, guys. I do hope you've been enjoying the stream. If you've not followed yet, please consider doing so. If you want some hot racing game chat on a Discord, I've got a Discord for that. Banging. Enjoy. Well, no, there's only 20 minutes of weekend left in the UK. But have a great week, guys. Hope to see you again soon. All the best.